Hey, what is happening, my friends? Mr. Jonathan Budd here today. And you know, it's been a few weeks now, and I can't let a few weeks go by without talking about life. Because we need to talk about life, my friends. We just absolutely have to. Why? Because sometimes we get so focused with business and so focused with money and so focused with all these things that we forget that all of this is actually just life. Okay? We forget that this is all just life, and we actually begin to sever our relationship a little bit with the moment and with life and with lots of things that we're actually going to talk about today. So these videos are absolutely essential. They are a must because they remind you of what's really going on here. They remind you that this is really just life, and that our true purpose and that our true reason why we're here on this planet is to live fulfilled, awakened, meaningful lives. And business and success and money and relationships and achievement and purpose and all of that other stuff, which is great, is really just a part of life. So I have one question. That I want to ask everyone right now. This is a question that many of us, I don't think, have ever really thought about. It's something that we may not have even realized was going on, okay? But this is what I want to ask you. What is your relationship with this very moment right now? What is your relationship with this exact moment? Because that's all there ever is. That's all there ever is this exact moment. And I think a lot of us, sometimes we get caught up, we forget that we actually have a relationship with this moment. But let's think about it. If you are in a relationship with your romantic partner, intimate partner, and you're fighting about something, does it feel good? If you're arguing over something, does it feel good? If you're not being honest with your partner, or there's a lack of communication, does it feel good? Does it feel good when there's conflict in your relationship with a partner? No, conflict manifests and shows itself extremely easily, and you feel it, right? You feel it. You feel something's wrong, something's off, whatever. And you just feel that in your relationship with your partner. Well, think about this moment the exact same way. Think about yourself, the relationship you have with yourself in this exact same way, and really come into this moment and ask yourself, what is my relationship with this moment right now? Because I'm going to share a little success secret with you. It's something that I've figured out, not after studying success books and not after studying successful people, but after studying really enlightened people and studying people that really talk about awakening, things that it's like are beyond money, beyond achievement, beyond this physical world, but how to really fall in love with yourself, with the moment, and live the most fulfilled possible life you can. And what it is I realized, and I eventually, started diving into myself to explore these areas for myself, was that if I am approaching this moment, this very moment right here, thinking that anything in the moment or this world can make me happy and is responsible for my happiness, I'm going to forever feel incomplete and unfulfilled in this very moment. And since this moment is the only thing that exists, well, I guess I'm going to be unfulfilled and incomplete until I realize that none of that is true. If I'm approaching this moment with struggle, if I'm approaching this moment thinking that this is a means to an end, all right, that's such a key. Eckhart said that, actually. I wrote this down out of an Eckhart book. He said, are you approaching the moment like it's just a means to an end? Is this moment just a means for you to get somewhere else? Because if it is, you're not living in the present. You're never going to feel the fullness of this moment. Every moment of your life is just going to be a means to get somewhere else. You're never actually going to be here. You're never going to be here and feel the alive, radiant fullness of here. So why would you want to do that? Because then you live your life in your head thinking about where you're going to be someday. And that just continues on and on and on forever. Is this moment a struggle? Are you struggling with something right now in this moment? Are you torn up? Are you tormented? What is your relationship with this moment? And I will tell you this, almost nothing else in life matters other than you creating harmony between your relationship and the moment. Your relationship with the moment has to turn into harmony. And when it does, you develop a power, my friends. And it's not only a power, it is a happiness, it is a jubilance, it is a joy, it is a gift. When your relationship with the moment becomes completely harmonious, when you're no longer looking at the moment as a means to an end, something which is just going to get you somewhere, and that future somewhere is going to be better than here, when you're not looking at it as a struggle, when the moment isn't a source of conflict and you're fighting with the moment saying, damn this moment, I wish it didn't exist, I wish I didn't feel the way I felt, I wish I wasn't thinking what I thought, I wish my life wasn't the way it was. And when you're not viewing the moment as something else, something else that can externally bring you happiness, right? Some other thing is going to bring me happiness. Something I'm going to get is going to bring me happiness. Some person's going to bring me happiness. But when you're actually when you've cleared it all away, and there's just harmony, it's you create a space around yourself almost. It's like you create the space for there to be harmony. You create the space for there to be peace. What happens then? What happens when you create that space for peace and harmony in the moment? And here's what happens. You connect to life itself. You connect to life itself. You connect to that same source, that same power, which is inexhaustible. And it is the very essence, it is the very force of life itself. And when you connect to that, you are in the flow of life's river rather than trying to swim upstream. The only thing that I seek and desire to do nowadays is be in the flow of life's stream. I don't want to swim up it. I don't want to fight. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to try to battle the current. I am merely connected with life and therefore flowing with life. And what I want for you, and what I want for all my brothers and sisters and human family around the world, is to really feel this same thing, is to really connect with our source, right, of life itself, the very thing that makes us all alive and gives everything in our amazing, beautiful world life. Because I know that when we create the harmony within ourselves and with the moment, when we put aside our differences, we put aside our struggles, we stop focusing on getting somewhere and focus on just being here. I know that when we do that, we are going to be more happy, fulfilled human beings. We're going to have a deeper and better connection with other people. We're going to be able to create more success in our lives because we've cleared out a lot of the stuff that holds us back and limits us and wastes a lot of our energy. And most importantly, we're going to deepen the connection between us and life itself, which there is nothing, absolutely nothing, that will ever be more fulfilling to you or anyone else that you know ever than deepening your connection to life itself. No amount of money, no amount of fame, no amount of success, no amount of achievement, no amount of leads, no amount of anything is ever going to take the place of you deepening your connection to life itself and feeling that flow in essence, actually running your life and really running your life. There's nothing that will ever take the place of that. That being said, my friends, hope you enjoyed today's wonderful little reminder, and I will be back to share more with you soon.